Hello, my name is Viktor Gavrilov, and this is my presentation for Technology Integration Project. The title of my project, as you can see, is Digital Citizenship and Identity, Building Safe and Responsible Online Habits. This project is intended for middle school students, and its main goal is to teach them about digital identity and basics of online safety. The main focus of this project is on teaching students to understand and manage their digital footprint, and to help them develop proactive habits for their online safety, as well as empower them to educate peers on key digital citizenship-related concepts. Learning objectives of this project based on Bloom's taxonomy are, well, remember, so students should be able to recall key terms like digital footprints, online privacy, and so on, and they should remember these suggestions on how to improve their own digital footprints. The next one is understand, so students will be able to describe key concepts like digital identity, digital footprint, and understand how they are relevant to their lives and to the life of their community. The next one is apply. Students should be able to identify responsible and irresponsible online behaviors and act accordingly. The next one is analyze. Students should be able to select relevant information and also examine consequences of their or others' digital actions. After that, we have evaluate. Students will be able to assess impacts of online behaviors on themselves and on others. And the final one is create, which will be a part of the second day of the lesson. Students will design an awareness campaign using Canva or WeVideo. The lesson is subdivided into 2 days and 1 optional day for student presentations. The first day, students learn the concept of digital footprints, reflect on their online presence, and evaluate how their actions can impact their digital identity. The class starts with a Mentimeter poll, and that assesses students' initial knowledge of digital footprint. So the poll results are shared on the board, and students discuss them together with their instructor. After that, the concept of digital footprint is introduced using a relatable hypothetical scenario. For example, imagine someone is applying for a school leadership role and their social media posts are reviewed. How could this affect their chances? After that, we move on to a mini lesson where a teacher shares an interactive presentation to discuss what a digital footprint is and what different forms exist, how it can impact the future, and how students can manage their digital footprints. After that, students are encouraged to share their initial thoughts or questions about their digital footprints using Padlet. After that, we move on to the activity where students explore different digital footprint scenarios. They're divided into small groups, and each group is given a fictional character with a pre-designed digital footprint. So screenshots of social media posts, online comments, search results, and so on. The groups analyze the fictional character's digital presence and determine what the digital footprint says about the person and what advice they would give to this character. They document their analysis and suggestions on Padlet, or if they're more advanced, they can create a quick slide or an image using Canva. After that, Mentimeter's open-ended question feature is used for students to respond to the question, how can you create a positive digital footprint? And all of the ideas are shared and discussed together as a group. After that, we move on to previewing the next session by explaining how students will create their own awareness campaigns. Day 2 focuses on peer-led mini workshops, where students work together and create digital content on digital citizenship topics. They receive peer feedback and refine their work for the presentations for the next, as I said, optional day. So this day starts with a quizzes game to recap key points from day 1 and on digital citizenship and also on responsible online behavior. After that, students are shown a short example of a high-quality awareness campaign to inspire their creativity. And after that, a word cloud is used to respond to the prompt, what is one key message you would include in an awareness campaign about digital citizenship? All the results are discussed together with the students. After that, the students are divided into small groups, and each group is assigned a topic, for example, online privacy, cyberbullying prevention, and so on. Students are encouraged to share some of their initial thoughts or questions using Padlet, and after that, groups brainstorm key messages and ideas for their awareness campaign. They document ideas using Padlet, and after that, they will share them with the class to receive some feedback. Also, students will be allowed to select a form for their presentation. It will be either an infographic or a poster using Canva, or a short 30 to 60 second video using WeVideo. After that, groups are provided with clear guidelines and a rubric to ensure that their project is aligned with learning objectives, and begin creating their campaign using either Canva or WeVideo. The teacher provides feedback during this time, and after 20 minutes, groups are prompted to share draft or their work in progress on Padlet for quick feedback from their peers. During receiving this feedback, the groups try to identify what they can change based on the peer suggestions. They are encouraged to finalize their work at home and prepare for their presentations the next day. The day ends with a short quizzes game with reflection-based questions like what should a strong awareness message include. And as I said, groups receive the home assignment to prepare a short presentation for the next optional day. I already described the use of technology in this project, but here are all of them together. Mentimeter will be used for polling, for interactive discussions, reflections, and a little bit for assessment. Quizzes will be used to reinforce learning and primarily for assessment as well. Padlet will be used heavily during the project so that students can interact with each other and collaborate on the project. Canva and WeVideo will be used for creating students' projects, and Common Sense Education will be used for the theoretical base of this project. The project relies heavily on enhancing student engagement on all three levels: cognitive, behavioral, and emotional. Cognitive engagement is primarily engaged during the interaction with the project assignments, so students will analyze online behaviors, they will create solutions, and thus foster deeper thinking. They will also have to rely on creating campaigns for this project, and they will assess how their decisions can impact their future lives. Behavioral engagement will be demonstrated during group work and participation in interactive activities. And emotional engagement relies on the connection between the topic and students' lives. Assessment during the project will take time at different times, so formative assessment will be conducted in the form of Mentimeter polls and Padlet reflections that will be discussed together with the students, and summative assessment will rely on performance on the quizzes activity and assessment of the group projects. And the group projects will be evaluated based on this neat rubric that I created that assesses students' understanding, creativity, and application. The project is aligned with multiple standards, primarily with the Common Core standards for speaking, listening, and writing, and ISTE standards for students. And you can pause and read through them if you want. That brings me to the end of the project. Thank you very much.